Curious, isn't it?
Mayhap his maundering will make more sense to us in time.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit.
Best make haste, else I'll be at this all night.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit.
All this work and so few coin to show for it.
What are you doing? We've not been given leave to rest yet.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit.
I've got to keep my spirits up somehow. Got to keep my arms strong and my mind sharp.
Something smells good.
There's comfort.
Leaving so soon? But we've scarcely begun exploring.
'Tis not for you to question the Arisen's judgment.
Tis you. Have you come to join us in our rescue effort? My thanks. We shan't fail with you by our side. The captured villager ought to be within. Let us hurry.
No doubt we will have to plumb the cave's depths to find our charge. Shall we press on? I can guide you to the vicinity of our destination, Master.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
My magics are yours to command, should you require the skills of a mage. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen.
Dorian's master.
It cannot weather Ice's numbing grip.
I grant you.
Was most effective. If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
magic can view your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Drenched. Dry off as soon as you can.
I'm saved. Thank you.
Thank heavens you yet live. Let us be on our way. The other villagers shall be thrilled to see you in good health, I'm sure.
We'd best report back. The walls are too close for comfort here. Should we encounter trouble, we would be at a disadvantage.
Let us conclude our business and be quit of this place. There is naught to be gained from lingering.
You have returned triumphant, I see. Oh, what a relief.
Indeed. And now that the task is done, I shall leave Har village, ne'er to return. In exchange, I beg you to forgive those who joined me. I incited them, and so I alone ought to suffer the penalty of exile. Yet I will go forth from this village with my head held high, glad in the knowledge that no lives were sacrificed under my watch.
There'll be no need for that, Ulrika. In light of your good deeds, all shall be forgiven.
After you left, we who remained discussed that which our village treasures most. It is as you yourself have said, a village is nothing without its people. We ought to have learned that lesson well after the dragon chased us from our homes. Yet 'twas your heartfelt plea that reminded us of it. Ulrika, would you honor our village by becoming its chief? 'Tis our hope that you will guide us, and that your kindness and wisdom shall unite our people, human and bestial both.
Aye. If that is what is needed, I shall rise to the call of duty. I vow to protect this village and its people with my life.
I could not have imagined a better outcome. The village will surely prosper in Sir Ulrika's care.
Such moments make me proud to serve the Arisen.
To think I would meet you here. Or were you searching for me? I cannot return to Melve. Not till my name is cleared. Not till the dragon is found. This village also suffered the dragon's attack in the past. I intend to stay here and investigate its whereabouts. Pray, give my regards to everyone back home. Tell them that I swear to return as soon as I can.
Browse my wares. Can I interest you in a room, sir? Glad to be of service, sir.
Well met, sir. Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Always a pleasure.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new...
I'll hold on to this. After all, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
Here we go again.
We must focus on finding victory, whatever our discomfort.
Very well. I must.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Hard one.
We ought to consider this a lesson. This is what befalls one who lets down their guard.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Each to their own. My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way?
This ox cart assailed. 'Tis in a dreadful state.
Wrought by the hands of brigands, or the claws of monsters.
One cannot be too careful.
I grant you roaring flame.
Really? What are you doing?
I could not help but laugh.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Would that such tranquility could last.
True enough. I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Well met, son. How might I be of service? Up is as welcome as fine ale. Must hold out. Let's take it easy today. My knees are acting up.
This ox cart. I'll need to see some coin before I let you off.
Ah, here we are. The ox cart made it without too much trouble.
Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
Life's been pretty kind to me. But I dare not showcase the performance of me. Trained for this.
Ah, 'tis a relief to hear that Ulrika is safe. Mayhap there is aught I could do for her, pervasive though the Queen Regent's influence has become. My humblest thanks. You've proven a friend to Melv and me as well. It isn't much, but here, I would not see you go unrewarded for your trouble.
Why would someone do such a thing? Always a fresh breeze. This pain shot.
Tis good to be reunited.
You've pushed your luck too far.
Spend all day here.
Onward to Vernworth Castle.
This won't last long. Need reinforcements.
This journey will be a long one. What say we employ an ox cart and save our feet the blisters?
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter. I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I'm up to the challenge.
We must not let down our guards.
I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well. Open your eyes, everyone. 'Tis dark out, but our day begins.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
I hope you slept well.
I'll turn you into a pincushion.
Well met. You couldn't have come at a better time. Word of my dismissal arrived just a few hours past. 'Twould seem my time here's reached its end. Can't say I'm happy about it. I'm rather fond of this place. And if you'll remember, 'tis where you and I first spoke. Going, are you? Be well, friend.
Sir! A Cyclops has come!
And I thought I was
Fine. We mustn't let it approach.
Stand firm!
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Our foe has been thrown off balance.
Let us finish this. Bring the fiends down.
Strike fast. Our quarry shall fall.
I've been better, as 'twere, but I'll live. And I
Glad to hear it. Make for the encampment and inform your captain of what happened here. Quickly now.
Aye, sir.
A worthy accomplishment.
Full glad I am to see you unharmed, my friend. Many thanks for your aid back there.
I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
Thank heavens.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
It appears night has fallen while we slept. This party is fit for adventure. Our strengths complement each other well.
We need only hone our skills, and in time, we shall be indomitable.
Indeed, you are correct.
Hi there. Impeccable timing as always. I was just wondering if I'd get to see you one more time before I departed. And here you are. You've done much on my behalf, 'tis true. I can't rightly express how grateful I am to you, friend. If this ordeal has taught me anything, 'tis to have faith in my ability as an instructor. That's why I'm headed for the checkpoint rest town now in Batal. See, I have a friend who emigrated there, who happens to be in need of an instructor. And I figured if I'm being ousted anyhow, might as well go someplace new. Even if it means serving under different banners, at least I'll still be helping soldiers come home, and in one piece. Suppose this is where we part, eh? Be well, friend. And may the sun shine brightly on whate'er road you're traveling.
And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour. Much obliged.
There's a ladder here.
We ought to put it to good use.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the... There are foes...
A good sleep does wonders.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
You!
My bed beats. And as sharp as this.
What ranks that fellow? No easy thing. Big hole.
Surely I'm overdue a day off.
Here, if you please.
Yeah? What is it?
Hope I didn't leave the pot on to boil.
Quite the predicament.
You'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can guide us. There later.
There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow.
What? Ho, ho! To think my eminence as a collector would reach in the ears of the Arisen. If only my collection were complete, I'd fain allow you to inspect it. Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its centerpiece is yet to arrive. And 'twould wound my pride to have you behold my collection ere 'tis made whole. If your curiosity shall not be denied, however, mayhap you consider paying a visit to the sculptor in my stead. The man's home is located in Batar. You need only tell him that I eagerly await the sculpture's completion.
Someone must have the answers we seek. If we ask around, we might just find them.
So, we finally arrived. I thought we'd never make it. We're off to Vernworth Palace, then.
Best not be bothering me for no reason.
My apologies, sir, but as you are not a member of this establishment, I cannot permit you through.
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master.
The source. Days like this will be glad to be alive.
Do let me know if you are in need of aid.
What I can do for you?
Teeth in a real battle. Beg pardon, sir, but I'm on duty at present. Those recruits don't know pommel from point.
Quiet makes me itch to cause a stir.
Monsters range nearer than ere they dare before.
I only pray my watch finishes without it.
Goodness me.
dinner.
Town's
My sword arm.
I could forget all my troubles here.
We've got such peace.
Everyone in their place.
Better here than on the battlefield, I suppose.
Nice place, this. I'm in no hurry to leave.
Towns and politics are no concern of mine.
I've literally got spend his kids.
Wonder if anyone has noticed if I'm mistreated. What must needs be done?
My list of duties runs ere longer.
Do forgive me, but
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit.
I've little enough gold to spend.
Here I might reflect on my affairs.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident. duty to see this
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
Look to partner up with someone else.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. It wouldn't be good for either of us to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. It was never my intent to deceive you. I simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, that the sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender. Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. You've made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain. I'll head out first and speak with the sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape. Forgive me. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
We must consider the need of the common folk as well. That's acting up today. These soldiers lack discipline.
I swear I've not blinked once in the last hour.
predicament.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
After you, Arisen?
Suppose I could visit someplace new.
Ferry stone in hand, we can travel wheresoever we please.
You must save it for a time of dire need.
Barely scraping by.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak?
Well met, sir. Fancy gander? Fine wares all.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that these schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty. Though I am limited in the aid I am able to offer, I bid you, take this.
Seems we were right to suspect the Queen Regent. We ought to keep an eye on her in the days to come.
I know not what to make of this.
Queen Regent Deeza appears to be working in concert with this Phases fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to Your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Deeza demanded Waldar amend the Code of Vermont to her own benefit. And many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that Your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for Your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, Your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security, so pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, Your Majesty. Ah, there is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your while examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds. I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems, she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that Your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement.
Tell is, Vermont was once a beast.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen, do not forget that we work to
I'm afraid I cannot escort you beyond the castle entrance, Master. We will have to part ways till you emerge.
Is this a challenge arisen to see who can keep pace?
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the arisen.
I hear the coronation is to be held anon. Good thing, too. I long to see the back of this crooked age of proxies. Of course, the matter of attendance is always a contentious one, particularly concerning the special recommendations. You see, commoners who perform meritorious deeds or who prove their upstanding character may be granted invitations. It beggars belief that layfolk with nary a shred of decorum should be allowed to attend such an august occasion. For instance, if you, by some miracle, were to be recommended, I would like you to know your place.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage.
More can be done.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Aha! Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows only one arisen has been upended, or Jesus arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true arisen, the one who had them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye. Your arrival portends another beheading, but who? Hmm? Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests. And I need not turn to Issa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell. That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? I suspected as much. Then we are done here. Leave me be.
Have courage! I'm right here beside you.
My patience.
If you want to leave, show us your, sincerity. Don't you dare think to try anything.
yourself.
Just yonder. Looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Pray, bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself.
Now here's a welcome. How do I wind up here anyhow? I wonder how long this job's supposed to last.
It was a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Aye. Telly's. Her ties to this figure from the neighbouring country have a romantic tint.
Arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation.
I must be grateful.
Arms for the poor.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine ale.
This place offers a view of the sea.
I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the water's depths. Oh, what does this say?
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Slim pickings of late. Maybe in my pouch. Slim pickings of late.
As I recall, the location of another of our tasks is not far from here.
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Arms, arms for the poor. Pray grant those less fortunate some salvation. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Few can afford perpetual generosity. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I... Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Few can afford perpetual generosity.
I don't know what to do.
What should I do?
Was I lacking in well met, Sir Arisen? Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune smile upon you, kind sir. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. Perchance you would be willing to aid me with another matter. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have run away. This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some strange corner of it. Might I impose on you to search for him?
Would seem we've a need to scrounge up information. 'Tis tedious work, but I suppose we had best get to it.
True enough.
What say we gather some information?
I've a rough idea of where our destination lies.
Good day, sir.
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery.
How did I end up in this year's crops aren't faring so well.
Who's there?
Same as the one afore it.
Malcolm. All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
Really now? You mustn't shirk your duty, lest you forget 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
I sleep on my woes, may have
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I'm quite sure I wasn't dreaming. But ox carts don't run so late at night. Was it a phantom then? I shudder to think.
how long this job's supposed to last.
What would you ask of me? I've naught left to offer.
What should I do?
What to do? What to do? I've no mother or father to speak of, you see. So the nice people at the Gracious Hand take care of me. I wanted to get them a present to say thank you, and I thought a bunch of flowers would be just the thing. The problem is, I can't seem to find any good ones. Do you think you could help me? All I need is a bunch of pretty flowers. For true. Thank you ever so much, Arisen. I'm sure you'll find the prettiest flowers that ever were. Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Oh, just look at them. They're the most beautiful flowers I've ever seen. These should brighten the sisters' days. Say, would you mind terribly if I asked you another favor? See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. It's supposed to let you meet whomever you like. All you have to do is find a silver stone, put it under your pillow, and say the magic words. But there's the problem. I've been looking all over for such a stone, and I can't find one anywhere. Would you find a silver stone and bring it to me, Arisen? For true. I knew I could count on you, Arisen. I'll be waiting.
Our next mission is to acquire a silver stone. Mayhap silver ore will serve. We can purchase it, or mine it up ourselves.
True enough.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Have you heard any better? They're hard to find.
I'm in fine fettle today.
Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Have you found? Oh, just look how it shines. Thank you ever so much. Say, aren't you curious who I want to meet? Well, I'll tell you. My mother and father. I don't even know what they look like, you know. Not to say I'm unhappy at the Gracious Hand, of course. But I'd really like to meet them, even just once. I want to tell them how grateful I am that they gave me life. Oh, it's so shiny. Oh, hi, Arisen. You'll help me again if I need it, won't you? Please say yes.
Miss Daphne seemed pleased with our efforts. Mayhap we ought to pay her another visit sometime soon.
True enough.
Is there aught I can assist? Is there aught I can assist?
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept and he went without me. Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down in the vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to tell anyone that.
Don't we have a report to make, Master?
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
I must confess, naught rattles me quite so much as the unexpected snuffing of my lantern light.
I dare say that's part and parcel of the adventurous trade.
Isn't worthless, but that's as much as I can say for it.
'Tis a dismal feeling to be disappointed so utterly. I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Be on your guard. There are innumerable corners where an enemy might conceal themselves here.
Keep your voice low, lest my heart leap from my throat.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick, you'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
Let us endeavor to keep pace with our guide.
'Tis as you say. I'll turn you into a pincushion!
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
A battle avoided is a battle won, I suppose.
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. 'Tis a veritable treasure trove of wisdom. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here. 'Tis surely any scholar's dream.
I suppose 'tis so.
Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow and mind the ceiling.
Pray, speak up should you notice aught amiss.
This place is amazing. I knew I'd find something down here, but I never expected this.
The books ne'er seem to end. Who could have brought them here, I wonder?
At once, Master.
Right, just follow me.
What's this all about?
Supper and a night's rest is all I need.
Must have taken a wrong.
Where's my dagger? My claws could use a trim.
This looks as if 'twould fetch a hefty sum.
Deeper pockets make for shallower troubles, they say. you know how long you'll be? I only ask so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Well, have you found some place I might sate my scholarly curiosities? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
I should very much like to rejoin you, Master.
This should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are Arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
I'll teach them a lesson they won't soon forget.
Now we must report to Captain Brandt. That's the way of things, is it not?
Would that I could spend all day here. At least here I can let down my hair.
We'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can guide us there later.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard. A minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the Minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the Minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
We've been entrusted with a task. Let us approach it with all due care.
There is much we ought to tend to, If we are to... It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts.
Mayhap you'll learn aught of this scoundrel who would claim your title if you attend a palace masquerade. Onward to Vernworth Castle. We pawns are barred from entering the palace, but nothing shall keep me from escorting you to the gates.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to... you.
Always a pleasure.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Interested in my wares?
Well met, son. How might I be of service?